All right, let's talk about some of the rides Drake Maye was on last night. He was pressured on more than a third of his dropbacks in the Super Bowl and struggled when he faced pressure. He had as many turnovers, 3, as completions when pressured, and he was sacked 6 times, one shy of the Super Bowl record. Uchenna Nwosu, who had that big pick 6 to seal the game, made it clear the game plan was to make Maye uncomfortable.
Well, the plan was to get to Maye, disrupt him. We knew that he's their whole team. You know, he's an MVP runner-up, could have been MVP. So we know if we affected him, their whole game plan would be nothing. So we did a great job of that today, and guys, executed.
Okay, that's a really telling quote because it shows that there really wasn't that much else that they were concerned about outside of Drake Maye. RC, why was Maye so out of sorts last night?
Well, one, they couldn't run the football. And when they got them in third or second down and they knew it was an obvious pass, that's when you saw them bring the second level pressure. I know we all had the discussions last week about how this team didn't bring pressure, but to me, this is where the pressure culminated. You're going to see Devin Witherspoon, he's going to come through the B gap, and Stevenson had to step up to take Ernest Jones, and that gave him a clear run to Drake Maye. But if you go back early on in the game, the back is set away from Witherspoon in this scenario, so he knows that he's not going to shift back to take him. He's going to get a one-on-one with the tackle, and after he beats him, the tackle goes to take the next defender. They saw this early on in the game, and there were 2 early rushes by Devin Witherspoon, and with those rushes, they took those into the second half, and at the perfect time, Mike McDonald was able to dial it up.
It felt like the success the pass rush had immediately. First drive, second drive, got to Maye, sped him up. Actually, it sped him up and slowed him down at the same time because he didn't trust what he was seeing, so he wasn't pulling the trigger. And then he started to as the game went on, but then he pressed and you led to the turnovers. Obviously, a tough performance for him. We've talked about Will Campbell, but I'll add this. I didn't think it was a great game from the Patriots coaching staff, and I think Seattle really outcoached them, both from the top down, but particularly Josh McDaniels versus Mike McDonald. A few things confused me. First of all, the protection. Obviously, Seattle's pressures are confusing, but at some point, Devin Witherspoon come from the B, you got to be a little bit more prepared for that. There were things we thought we would see in this game that we didn't. All week long, we talked about the jumbo personnel, the 6 offensive linemen. You go out there, they take a shot, 21 yards, and then they never call it again. It was so much gun. And 11, I understand as the game went on, some of that was necessity, but not getting the ball to Travion Henderson in space until it was too late, which I also thought was a changeup they could have gone to. So to me, he put a little bit too much on Maye's shoulders, and Maye, of course, struggled in part because of it.
Yeah, I think so. It'll be really interesting to see Drake in that game and how he improves off of it.
Yeah.
You getting sped up and being slowed down is accurate. I think that's why we saw some of those misses. But I think if the one takeaway that you want to see him improve on, it's you're going to have to learn how to play faster versus elite defenses. I mean, that ball on this crosser to Matt Collins, it should already be on Matt Collins. And that 1/10 of a second might not sound like a lot, but it is. On that keeper, when they win the rep, but you still have a guy open in the flat, you've got to find a way to get that. I saw you make that throw against the Buffalo Bills late in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here comes that pressure. He moves off. This is a 3rd down to Kayshon Boutte. And if you just have the ball out on time, you don't feel like you have to fire it right there. And this is the miss to Hooper where that ball should be out now. But it's late. And so I think
what's the adjustment there for Drake Maye going forward, though, where you can play on time in those instances where you need them?
Yeah, I think it's playing faster. I think it's seeing it faster, thinking through it faster, and then being quicker with your physical element. It's not just a little bit more twitchy with some of that.
But that's where Josh McDaniels should have helped him, in my opinion.
Yeah. He was so slow.
We thought it. 6 offensive linemen, we said. I mean, they only did it once, really, in the game. There's so many things they could have done. But either way, the Patriots set up for a lot of success going forward. And
the BMBs heard the call.
Man, I'm big, I'm bad.
They know we the best athletes on the football field.
do it for us. Come on.
BMB. I'ma name him Himothy Johnson III. We do this for the money.
Won't stop till I get me a bag.
Dan, you want me to serve you a steak?
Please.
Or a knuckle sandwich? Oh, that belly give us a little extra cushion. Yeah! Ride the pony, baby!
Big man versus little bug.
Drinks on me, club on me. What a time to be a big boy.
Man, I'm big, I'm bad, I'm bad.
Yes! I have company. Chip, Dale, my people, the 70th anniversary key to Disneyland. They've given to the big fella, okay? Unlock. Here we go. It's B&B, and I got people with me today. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Let's get it started. Let's get it started with the Seattle Seahawks, DeMarcus Lawrence. Listen, man, the man was prophetic, and he
Change
called
the scenery
his
is
shot.
always good, you know, but, you know, Dallas is my home. I made my home there. You know, my family lives there. You know, I'm forever going to be there, but, you know, I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there, so, yeah.
Okay, listen, we didn't have prophetic a part of our identity until DeMarcus Lawrence became one. And he played last night like a man that was possessed about winning the Super Bowl. Now, Chip, Dale, as y'all know, I play for the Dallas Cowboys, so a little bit of that piece hurt me. But I'm happy for DeMarcus Lawrence because he added prophetic to the B&B. Let's go next. It's all Seattle. To the victor goes the spoils. I'm going my man Hall. He came through with a sack fumble, got the ball out of Drake Maye hands, and turned it over to the Seattle Seahawks. What's the chance, Seattle Seahawks fans? Y'all see it? Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all know I don't usually like to share my B&B, but they Super Bowl champions, so they should have a word in this. And last but not least, it took a little man balling to help a big man balling. My dog comes through, sacks Drake Maye, and then Wosu picks it off and gracefully strides to the end zone. And I know gracefully is not usually tied to guys over 200 and 260, 270 pounds, but it is every time B&B is on. Chip told me to get happy. Dale told me to get happy. And I'm so happy that the B&Bs get a chance to share Disneyland and get a key to Disneyland. The 70th anniversary key to Disneyland. That's B&B. The big men were absolutely balling. Thank you.
Hey, if you didn't have chipmunks on B&B on your bingo card today, you're missing out. Chip and Dale and Swagoo, that's a crossover you didn't think you needed, but you needed it.